what's the product called first?
So this is Kebony wood.
Kebony wood.
Yeah.
So this is not necessarily something for a painter, but I'm interested in it because, hey, it's a lifetime product that was used to treat wood, I think. So it looks pretty amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about the product?
Yeah, so Kebony wood, our goal is to take the lowest species of wood fiber there is, so it's pine.
Pine.
We get the pine out of New Zealand, and it's a 25-year fast-growing tree. It's all plantation grown. It's not wild harvested or anything like that. We harvest one tree, we plant two. All sustainable, largely FSC, okay? So our process is we want to take the lowest wood fiber, pulp, pine, and we use the natural sugars in the wood, and then we use a product called furfural alcohol, which is a food-safe product, and it's also a food waste product. It's actually gone out of rendering down the chaff from sugar cane and also corn cobs. When you refine the corn cobs down, you get two kinds of alcohol. You get ethanol and you get furfural. Right. We use the furfural. Furfural is also in most paint products, by the way. They use that now. So what ends up happening is we get a chemical reaction in the wood between the natural sugars in the wood and the furfural alcohol.
So this was pine originally?
Was pine. We now call it Kebony because we've Kebonized the wood by using our furfural alcohol process, which is unique to us, not replicable at this time by anybody else but us. And what we do is we molecularly change the wood. So the process, when we go through it's a dual modification process. We chemically modify it with the food-safe furfural alcohol, and then we heat modify it through a curing process. When we do that, it actually leaves the wood in a permanently expanded state at the cellular level, and we actually thicken the wood cell fiber walls by more than 50% from the parent wood species. So we take a wood that the parent wood species, Radiata pine, has a Janka hardness of 720. When we're done with it, we actually more than double that initial native wood species hardness. We go to 1620.
Right.
Okay, it's the only modification process that can claim we go over 100% more than the parent wood species. Right. So if you look at like a thermally modified, they start with a hardwood. They actually reduce the parent wood hardness by maybe 15%, 20%, depending on where they started with, whether it's oak, ash, poplar, that sort of thing. And they increase the brittleness by about 50%. Right. We do increase the brittleness a little bit, but like this right here, this is a system. We add 50% more density and weight to the wood. If that was pine, it'd be a feather.
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot heavier.
Yeah.
So it looks like an exotic hardwood now.
So that's the goal. Our goal is to take the lowest species of wood fiber and make it perform similar to, if not equal to, a tropical hardwood species.
It kind of looks like Ipe or
correct,
or ironwood.
Yeah. So we actually, in all the modified woods, whether it's thermally or chemically modified, we most closely resemble the initial look of and the aging process of an Ipe.
Right.
Now, our wood, because of the furfural alcohol and that, we actually will patina and age much quicker than an Ipe. Probably within the first year in direct sunlight and a decent amount of rain and moisture, it'll turn within the first year.
So from a painter standpoint, once this stuff is treated, once it's installed, you don't ever have to do anything to it ever again.
Correct. Yeah, once it's installed, you don't really have to touch it. If you're okay with the natural aging and patina process, you're good to go.
So have you guys developed this system to install it too?
So we actually partnered up with a company called Grad Concepts in Europe, and they actually make the rails for us.
Right.
This is an extruded aluminum rail with a plastic clip. These plastic clips are actually made up of the same plastic that ski boots are made out of. So it's rigid yet pliable, and it lasts a long time. And you don't have to worry about the UV because all this is concealed once you install the wood. You just put this on, and you just snap it on, and you're done.
So even a painter can probably do this, huh?
Correct.
On the count of 3, all the way to the top. The winner gets a point. Ready? 1, 2, go! All right, we got the painters tying up with the sales guy. The sales guy's got one more to happen. Now he's got 2. He's all down and he's on the front time. No, he's coming up fast. He's coming up strong. The sales guy's all like, he's a shot. Because he's almost there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and if this isn't the look you're looking for, let's say somebody wants to maintain or enhance the look of it and they don't want the aging to happen, you can actually use a wood a wood stabilizer like Q-Tac Extreme,
Right.
and that has a little bit of a tint in it. Or typically, you want to use something that has some tint in it because most of your clears, as you know, as an applicator, most of your clears are all amber and yellow because they're not UV stabilized, and a lot of your UV stabilized clears are so costly they're not legitimate for the regular person or the regular project.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very cool product. I actually like it. So
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Yeah, no problem.